We are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the fresh set of downs here. Cousins again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 53 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Back to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. to throw here. And Jeffrey's got it. He's at the feet. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 79 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. So they connected on a short pass on 3rd and 1 to pick up the first, opting not to run it. Well, there was a lot of run after the catch all the way into the end zone.
On these short yardage plays, you often get man coverage in the secondary. Not every time, but oftentimes you do. So if you decide to go ahead and throw the ball, once they get away, especially on one like this, short pass, but now he just takes off and goes. How much rack did he end up with at the end of that one? Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. So out now come the Redskins. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Cousins now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Cousins. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Throwing, Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. The Redskins, a minute to go before half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Powering his way forward. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about to get back into the game, but you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A first down throw for Cousins. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this over the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Set! Blue, 90! Back down to that Philly, here we go! Leopard!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now, check, Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. Dak Prescott, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. They'll throw now on the final play. And now another one thrown incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando. Halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Redskins haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Eagles have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the...
Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now running right through it. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. A second fake. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's McCoy. And he's got room. And now running right through it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now McCoy, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it with McCoy. Fighting through, and he's got space. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's McCoy. And some room to roam now. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Lucky 48.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Man left, man left. 3 down.
Wide.
On your 10.
Cousins on first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This give is to McCoy. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. All right, here we go. 3 down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking deep for his tight end. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. He'll drop to throw. And Matthews has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And give that one to the Cardinals as they wind up winners. David Johnson, a touchdown run to help lead the way. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Philadelphia, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.